Hello, baseball fans. A very big welcome to Wausau West as we get set for Wisconsin Valley Conference baseball this evening. 5 o'clock first pitch as Wausau West hosts the SPASH Panthers. Game 1 of the series this week. We'll be on the air for both games today and Thursday over at Buchholz Park. Just a quick audio test right now. Again, just a quick audio test here on Zaleski Sports. Good afternoon. Baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Game one of this series that's going to be today and Thursday. Of things today. Glad to be with you. So you're watching the Auto Select pregame show. Auto Select is Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs and maintenance and tires with complete auto repair services. Locations: Church Street, Highway 10 East in Stevens Point, Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select, and you're good to go. We take a look at these two teams for the SPASH Panthers. They come in a record of 8-6, 3-1 in Valley. As our coaches meeting in the Navy. Beautiful. And we're getting in a... Come back, take a look at our lives. Get you
knows you can always put your trust in Auto Select. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and
going through as they announce the lineups for the SPASH Panthers. Leading off in center field is going to be number 16, Kason Sager.
Shortstop, number 3. Number 11.
Batting in the 2 spot. The designated hitter hits fifth. That's number 9, Coy Karolinus. He is hitting for the pitcher, or Jonathan Trelka. Darren Grabsky will man first base and hit 8th. And Braden Marshke with Shizik doing the pitching for SPASH again in their red jerseys, black numbers and logo, white pants, black caps, and numbers, gold outlines. Gravine, the cleanup spot is Miles Waldvogel. Hitting 7th, and is your designated hitter is given Dylan Lendrath. And Sillers with Halbert over at second base. Again, this has been your Auto Select pregame show. Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires is Auto Select. Good to go.
Landreth. And batting 9th. Again, baseball fans, don't forget the concession building, concession stand right down here by the announcer's tower. Again, they got all kinds of great food, hot dogs, brats, hot hamburgers. Again, they also got the raffle tickets for coming up for the big raffle coming up here at the end of the month.
Warm-ups in. The defense behind him will be as... I'd like to earn your 5-star review at the new Dahl Honda. Thank you for staying with us here. Ball and 2 strikes, the count on Kason Sager. We're back underway. Again, the heat can cause some issues here. As a quick, just the crazy change we've had in temperature can cause some problems. Still 1-2 on Sager. A windy Tuesday afternoon for center fielder. Teskey working out the wind-up, the left-hander. Another one fouled back. Plenty of room here behind home plate, plenty of foul territory. You're at West. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. And that's out number one. Teskey gets his first strikeout. One down now for Zach Beekler.
Zach Beckler.
As well for all of your tire and auto service needs. Look to first one fouled straight back. Swing and a miss. Fastball by him. Teskey gets another swing and a miss. That high fastball, and he's got back-to-back strikeouts to start his day.
Unbeatable quality and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Broadcasting live from Wausau West. Again, thank you all for staying with us here, trying to find the best spot to get the strongest signal here. Always at the mercy of technology when it comes to these games. Smash win 1-2-3. Travis Claudia to lead things off against Joe Shizik. Shizik working out of the stretch. First one is up, ball one. Shizik, that one right there, strike one on a fastball. 1-1. Muskoviak does the catching. Washington, Sager, and Marschke, the outfield for Spash. That one in there. Strike two. 2-2 now on Cloudy. Shizik sets just above the belt, misses high with a fastball. Foul, full count, 3-2. Man, he lost him, ball four. And there's a leadoff base runner for Wausau West in the form of Cloudy.
Now batting the left fielder, number 2, Ryder Schindler. Gonna have a courtesy runner for the catcher. Colin Bryan, courtesy runner for the catcher.
Folks, bear with us. We're going to do a couple quick changes here. We're going to try and make sure. Again, apologies for the technical issues. We thank you for staying with us. So trying to troubleshoot what's been going on. We thank you for staying with us. We hope to be back to full strength very shortly. Situation right now, runs at the corners, 2 outs for Ty Teskey. A 2-2 count. The Wausau West pitcher. Schindler's over at third. And strike 3 call to end the inning. Shizik gets his first strikeout of Surf Pro Jamie Wenzel's strikeout here on Zaleski Sports. So as we move to the second inning for Wausau West, they had no runs, they had 2 hits, and they left 2. After 1 complete, there is no score here on Zaleski Sports. That's presented to you today by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun, Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Feltz Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Feltz Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
Ski's Meat Market is your locally owned premier meat market filled with so many delicious favorites featuring hundreds of varieties of bratwurst, chicken, pork, steak, and so much more. No matter what you're looking for, everything you'll find at Ski's Meat Market is always fresh with so many local gems including pizzas, salsas, deli meats, and a variety of homemade dips, pasta salads, veggies, loaded baked potatoes, and drinks. Ski's is a one-stop shop for all your culinary needs. They're always adding new flavors and specialty products. Ski's Meat Market on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. Their quality is worth the stop.
Top half of inning number 2 here on Zaleski Sports. Quick shout out to our producer Ryan Rasmussen, battling through all this, getting the camera set up, all of our technical issues that we ended up just restarting our entire system during the bottom of that first inning just to try and get everything, see if that was an issue. The old adage of just try turning it off and back on again. And it looks like right now it seems to have been successful. So we start at the top of the second, 4, 5, and 6 for SPASH against Teskey. It'll be in Skoviak, Karalunas, and Washington.
Number 12, Adam. Skoviak.
3:20 down the lines here in Wausau. There's a turn and a drive to deep left, but hooking foul for strike one. Whereas well at Marshfield Dairy Fest, May 30th and 31st. Visit marshfield.com for all the details. So we're going to see you in Marshfield for a fun-filled weekend on the 30th and 31st at Dairy Fest. There's one. He went around. Strike 2. So 0-2 on Skoviak. Teskey ready, a couple of strikeouts. Ground ball in the hole, that's short. That's going to get off of the diving Eiffel Dono and into left field. A base hit for Adam Skoviak. First base runner for the Panthers. And here comes the DH, Coy Karalunas.
Brings up the DH, number 9, Coy Karalunas.
First time out of the stretch for Teskey. Throw over and in with a dive is Skoviak. Gravine picked it over at first. Karalunas swinging that Victus pencil bat. Fly ball into right center. Waldvogel ranging over. He's got to play. He's going to make the call on the catch, and that's out number 1. Throw goes into first. Well wide, but Gravine ready for it, and that's out number 1. So one out now for Willie Washington, the left fielder.
Brings up the left fielder.
Reminder as well.
Willie Washington.
For our friends at Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind. Roofing, siding, and windows that are built to last. So saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality that you can trust. Teskey, that big leg kick. And misses up and out of zone. Ball 1. Two hits for Wausau West. 1 for SPASH. That one's in there for a called strike. So 1-1 now on Washington. Right-handed hitting left fielder. That one will miss and tried to, look like a little slider there. 2-1. Washington last Saturday, they split a doubleheader with Chippewa Falls. Had some big innings on the mound, threw well, had a big double. Throw over, in with a dive is Skoviak. And SPASH 3-1 conference play. Wausau West 1-3. These teams will rematch on Thursday over in Stevens Point. And we'll be there for that with you guys. Again, scheduled at Buchholz Park. 3-1 on Washington. Teskey working out of the stretch. That one's in there. The count's going to run full, 3-2. Runner goes, and he swings and pops it back and out of play. So we send the runner on the full count with just one out. Again, a lot of foul territory. Throw over, and for the third time, once again, Skoviak in with a dive. And about 80 degrees, maybe dropped a couple degrees since first pitch. Late breeze, which has really helped. But that turf has got to be awfully warm to try and dive and slide on right now. And he missed high, ball 4 and SPASH. He's got a couple of runners with one out for Jonathan Trelka. Trelka playing at third base today. Remember as well, the Cheese Pleasers in Bancroft is a local hidden gem filled with all the finest cheeses, snack sticks, cheese curds, and cheese trays. For Wisconsin's finest cheese, stop at Cheese Pleasers right off I-39 in Bancroft. Skoviak, the runner at second. Eiffel Donnell holding him on. And that breaking ball is going to miss up, and it's 1-0. So after a dominant first from Teske, he gave up the infield hit, a fly out and a walk. Here in the second, deep breath from the lefty. And that one right down the middle, strike one. The first time I've been here, a beautiful field here out west. Rivals any in the state. That one hits the inside corner. Trelka was backing away, and that tailed right back on the black, and it's 1-2. Thank you all for joining us. My name is Mike Wendland. Ryan Rasmussen on the production side of things here for Zaleski Sports. Popped him up on the infield. Who wants it? An infield fly is called. Play is made anyway by Landgraf, and that will be out number 2. So first and second for Darren Grabsky. And now we'll get a courtesy runner. Grant Yankee will run for the catcher now with 2 outs. And Skoviak get in, get some water, get the gear back on.
Now batting the first baseman, number 15.
And the weather has progressively been getting better over the course of the past couple of weeks. It's still a little bit of an adjustment, especially for a catcher or a pitcher. So get some wind starting to pick things up a bit. First one to Grabsky is swung on, popped up, foul ground right field side. Long run over, and that will land foul. Gravine covered a lot of ground. He'll head back to first. As well, Whitetail Properties Real Estate is your premier hunting land, farmland, recreational land broker. If you're looking to buy or sell, Central Wisconsin agents, Brian and Evan Roosh. WhitetailProperties.com as there's a strike on Grabsky. 0-2. That one turned on. That's a fair ball down the line. That'll bring in a run. Yankee around third. He will jog in to score on the RBI single from Grabsky. And SPASH strikes first. They lead it 1-0.
Brings up the right fielder, number 6, Braden Marshke.
Here comes the number 9 hitter, Braden Marshke, in right field. That one slapped foul out of play, right field side. Quickly, 0-1. Look back at that big leg kick, and he misses up. So ball and a strike now on Marshke. between the belt and the letters. A stretch, and a fastball blows by him. Now no 1-2 now on Marshke. At the very least, he's going to flip the batting order for the third inning. And Teskey gets strike 3 called, his third punch out of the day. That will end the inning. Smash, though, does get a run on 2 hits and 2 runners left. Through an inning and 1/2, it is Smash 1, Wausau West 0. You're watching high school Wisconsin Valley baseball on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Hello, it's Mayor Lois T-Strake asking you to join us for Marshfield's Dairy Fest. Dairy, great time. The fun starts with me on Friday, May 30th at the Mayor's Breakfast, 5:30 to 9:30 a.m. At 5 p.m., head to Columbia Park for family-friendly entertainment, and later join free live music at the Wenzel Family Plaza. Saturday, May 31st, the parade starts at 11 o'clock, and Wenzel Family Plaza will host fun activities. In the afternoon, the
First pitch swing and fouled away by Waldvogel. 0-1. Shizik working out of the stretch here in the second. That one up, 1-1. Shizik walked the batter, got a strikeout in that one, in that first inning. He's behind 2-1 now on Miles Waldvogel, the center fielder. That one's in there. Strike 2 called. Waldvogel, Cruzan, Landreth. The 3 for the Warriors here in the bottom half of inning number 2. And a foul tip hung on to by Neskoviak. Strike 3, the second Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout of the day for Shizik. Again, call Jamie Wenzel and Serve Pro the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened.
Brings up the DH, number 15, Keegan Cruzan.
So here's Keegan Cruzan, designated hitter. First one misses low, maybe a touch outside as well. 1-0. The result, Little Scholars and Little Scholars Beginnings are 2 beautiful child care and preschools in Stevens Point, offering early child learning, infants through 4K. You're going to find great facilities, a comfortable environment to help your child grow. Visit littlescholars.com to learn more. 2 hopper to Trelka. Throw in plenty of time. Out number 2.
Bring up the
2 down for Dylan Landreth.
Dylan Landreth.
So Landreth hitting in the 8th spot. Man's third base. First one in there, called strike. Strike 2 called. Fastball in the outer half. Got a gorgeous mid to high 70s evening. Couple clouds in the sky, not too much as that fastball way outside. 1-2 now. Looking to reach, get Sillers to the plate at the bottom of the order and flip the lineup. Strike 3 called, hits the outside corner. And the inning is over. Another couple of Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeouts and a 1-2-3 second for Joe Shizik. After 2 complete, it's 1-0 Spash on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine-free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
Selling your car to Dahl Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30.
If you're looking for delicious, you've found it at Rock and Roll Cafe in Stevens Point. This family-oriented 50s-themed cafe is open 7 to 3 daily with a great diverse menu of American and Mexican breakfast and lunch options. Enjoy dine-in or carry-out 7 days a week and always served quickly, fresh, with a smile. For the full menu and more about this local Stevens Point gem on Stanley Street, visit rockandroll.cafe.
Top half inning number 3, top of the order. Up for the Smash Panthers, Sager, Beekler, and Roth. Facing the left-hander Teskey.
Leading Panthers off in the top of the 3rd inning, the center fielder number 16, Kaysen Sager.
Teskey, 3 strikeouts through 2 innings of work. First one's going to miss. Sager struck out swinging to start the ball game. 0 for 1 on the day. That one fouled straight back. And it's 1-1. Roswell and also Brewing Company in Plover offers a large, spacious space for next gathering, or just to watch a big game on a massive projector screen. Enjoy a great variety of pizzas, other hot food, along with a cold soda, all at Oso Brewing in Plover as their strike 2. Can imagine what it would have been like if they had the projector on for that Game 7 a couple days ago between Winnipeg and St. Louis, double overtime thriller. As there's one fouled, tipped into the mitt, hung onto by Cloutier, and that's the 2nd strikeout of Sager, the 4th strikeout of the game for Teskey. And here comes Zach Beekler. As well for our friends at Express Employment Professionals.
Number 8, Zach Beekler.
They have relationships with all the local businesses and job openings, so callers stop in at Express Employment to find the right career path for you. So that one fouled back by Beekler. He struck out back in the 1st as well. He's 0 for 1. There's a ground ball right back to a falling Teskey. Plenty of time to step and throw out number 2. It's a way to field your position.
Now batting the shortstop, number 11.
So 2 down now for Calvin Roth. He flew out to center back in the 1st. He's 0 for 1. That one missing up. Helmet brim level, ball 1. That one he holds up chest high. It's 2-0. And now 3-0 is that one down low and in the turf. As well as Ski's Meat Market, your locally owned premier meat market filled with more than 30 flavors of brats, along with chicken, steaks, beef, deli meats, local seasonal favorites, and more. All at Ski's Meat Market, Highway 10 East in Stevens Point, as Roth draws a 4-pitch walk with 2 outs. That'll bring up Noskoviak. He singled, and then his courtesy runner, Yankee, came around to score in that 2nd inning. So Yankee had a ground ball into the 5.5 hole. That's short. Again, Yankee ran for him with 2 outs and came around to score on the Grabsky RBI single. Runner goes. The ball is up. Throw down to 2nd is going to be into center field. Roth's going to turn. He's going to burn, go for 3rd. The throw from Waldvogel is in and then hits him. And now he's going to have a chance to come around and score. The throw is going to come in. He slides in there. He will score on a stolen base and 2 errors. Stolen base, E8. Or stolen base in E2, got him to 3rd. The E8 got him home. And Ross, mad dash around the bases, leads to a run. Noskoviak follows that one back and is 0-2. So it's a stolen base. He was in there ahead of the throw. The throw wide from Cloutier allowed him to get to 3rd. Waldvogel's throw hit him. Ended up being an E8 that rolled away, and he was able to come in and score. So 1-2 now on Noskoviak. Ludwig made a good throw, just a tough break that it hits the runner. And a foul tip hung on to. Actually 2-2. So the first one was ruled a ball. So 2-2. That one swung on a missed change, speeds on a nasty changeup, and the inning is over. A couple of strikeouts, but the 2-out walk comes around to score with the help of a couple of errors. No runs, no hits, nobody left. 2.5 complete, 2-0 smash on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
At Oso Brewing, we're committed to our community and charity events. We give back locally. We're spot on with tasty food right inside our brewery. Oso pizzas and sandwiches are the best kept secrets in the area. Come and enjoy our new patio atmosphere with friends and family.
It will be something you want to tell your friends about.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no-obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Bottom half of inning number 3 here from Wausau West. 9-1-2 for the Warriors against Joe Shizik. It'll be Sillers, Claudian Schindler. 2-0 smash. Runs in the second and third. Skoviak gets the gear and gets back out there. Might as well have from our friends at Nicolay Bank, offering personal banking at its best. Locations, Stevens Point here in Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. You can learn more, nicolaybank.com. Again, my name is Mike Wendland. Ryan Rasmussen doing all the hard work on the production side of things today, back in his own stomping grounds. If I still remember correctly from basketball season. It was good to see alumni come back home and get paid to be here.
Lead the Warriors off in the bottom of third inning, the right fielder.
So Ethan Sillers will lead things off.
Ethan Sillers.
A right fielder hitting in the 9 spot. 9-1-2. Shizik settled down after the first 2 runners reached in the first as he fires in a strike. He's got 3 strikeouts in the last 4 hitters that he's faced. That one low. So things leaving up 1-1. Swung on and missed. Kept it outside and got him to pull his shoulders and open his hips up a bit early. So 1-2 now. So they're choking up on the bat. Fights it off, fouls it straight back. It'll remain a ball and 2 strikes. Your Arizona Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Fights it off, fly ball into right. Going back, that's carrying. And it's going to be caught out there by Marschke near the fence. That ball just kept on going and going and going. Off the bat, that sounded like a routine fly to right, and that thing just hit a jet stream and took off. And Marschke stays with it, catches it just shy of the fence. Impressive piece of hitting and some impressive defense there. Back to the top of the order. Claudia drew a walk back in the first. He'll take a strike. As well for your home with the best from home furniture, sofas, sectionals, beds, recliners, lighting, tables, rugs, so much more. There's a line drive in left field, a base hit for Claudia. Right as well again. Home furniture, locations, Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, Post Road in Plover. And once again, we'll get a courtesy runner for the catcher. Be Cohen Bryant. As here comes Schindler.
Catcher number 14, Cohen Bryant, brings up the left fielder. Number 2, Ryder Schindler.
Schindler dropped down a bunt and reached on an infield single. Ended up being stranded over at third base in the bottom of the first. That one will miss up. for ball one. Again, don't forget, we'll see these two teams again Thursday evening over in Stevens Point. As he pops that one up, shallow center. Somebody's going to go in and get it. Marschke is there. And then Brian's going to scramble, dive, and belly flop back to first. Pop up kind of in no man's land. 2 down now for Gravine. Reached on a fielder's, or he reached on a fielder's choice back in the first. Throw over, Bryant back in with a dive. In 18 minutes till 6 o'clock. We thank you all for staying with us and coming back. Yes, that one's in there for a called strike. So a fairly big zone today, from the angle we're at anyway. Definitely a pitcher's friend. Ground ball in the hole, that's short. Roth knocks it down, long throw. Not in time, infield hit. That was way more closer than it should have been. Calvin Roth, I don't know how he made that play, and Gratzky with the stretch, but Gravine hustling out of the box. And with the speed of the turf, able to beat there by a quarter of a step. A bang, bang play.
10, 20, Eifeldano.
Now a threat for Wausau West for the cleanup man, Eifeldano. Pairsville Culligan Water specializes in all of your water softener, drinking water, water filtration systems. Can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy, unparalleled service, and convenient delivery options. Threat here in the third. Bryant at second. Gravine over at first. Shizik steps off. Raffalano grounded into a fielder's choice back in the first. That one is slicing foul down the right field line. It's 0-1. Getting good crowd, people sitting in the hill, the grandstand. So we sit here diamond side. So it's 1-1 on Tony Eifeldano. That one fouled back. Now a ball and 2 strikes on Tony Eifeldano. Shizik working out of the stretch. And he hit him. Got the front shoulder, and a 1-2 pitch loads the bases. So now bases full for Wausau West, and here comes Teskey. He took a called strike 3 back in the first.
Brings up the pitcher, number 12, Ty Teskey.
Base hit should tie the game. That one will miss low, ball 1. It only seems like this past few weeks doing games, it's always seemed the big one was pitcher against pitcher. The 1-0 is lined into right field. Marschke dives! And he did not. He trapped it. 1 run is in, 2 runs are in. They're at the corners. We're tied. Marschke came oh so close to making a spectacular catch in right field. And went in and out of the glove as he hit the turf. And with 2 outs, the runners were off. And Teskey ties this game up with a 2-run single. Good swing and a liner as Alex Capitz will run. Go-ahead run now over at third. Keeping an eye out on Ryan Marshy. Looks like he's all right. He landed pretty hard as well. That belly flop. Coach Terpstra meets with his infield, calms him down, and 2 outs now. For Waldvogel, he struck out back in the second. He's 0 for 1.
Brings up the center fielder, number 13, Miles Waldvogel.
That one misses out, ball 1. That time a fastball hits the bottom of the zone. It's 1-1 on Waldvogel. Eifeldano over at third. Capitz over at first running for Teske. Ground ball in the hole at short. Roth is there. He's got a double clutch and he's going to be late. And E6 is going to bring in another run, and Wausau West has a 3-2 lead here in the third. Roth bobbled a bit, double clutch. He was going to go to second, and by the time he made the decision, it was going to be too late. And just like that, West on top. That one popped foul out of play, first base side for Cruzan. As well, just like these players are bringing their best to the diamond, Rich Top Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, siding, windows, and doors. Rich Top Exteriors has a winning strategy to protect your home. Visit RichTopExteriors.com. No swing. 1-1. Seventh man of the inning. 4 straight have reached. Couple of hits, a hit batter, an error. High chopper to first. Grafsky takes it himself. 3 unassisted ends the inning. But it was a big one for Wausau West. 3 runs come across on 3 hits. 1 error and 2 runners left. 3 complete. Here in the Wisconsin Valley, West leads at 3-2 on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Meda Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Meda Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at medacustom.com.
It's a brand new ball game here in the top of the fourth. 3-2. Wausau West now leads after that big third. Koei Kiralunas, Willie Washington, Jonathan Trelka to face Teske. Who had the big blow in that inning, the 2-run single with 2 outs. As Kiralunas pops that one out, first base side. Looks like over at the high jump padding, off to the right of where I'm sitting. 0-1. That one, cue shot fouled to the on-deck circle. It's quickly 0-2. As well, Stevensburg Orthopedics, proud to welcome orthopedic spine surgeon Dr. Jason Pataki. Dr. Pataki is ready to serve the central Wisconsin community and is now seeing patients. More information regarding spine and back services are available at StevensPointOrtho.com. As Karolutis is out on strikes on another changeup down and away. That is out number 1. The 6th strikeout for Teskey.
Willie Washington.
So here is Washington. He walked back in the 2nd. Spash with a run with a single tally in the 2nd and the 3rd. West answered with 3 in the bottom half of the 3rd. There's ball 1 on Willie. That one bounces in there. Good pick back there by Clotty. 2-0 on Washington. Fastball top of the zone. 2 balls and a strike. In this game, one of many here on the Zaleski Sports Airways. Including later tonight, we're going to have Wausau West and Wisconsin Rapids soccer coming your way. There's a ground ball to 3rd. Scooped up. The throw in time, out number 2. Landreth with the play there. 2 up, 2 down for Trelka. He hit into an infield fly back in that 2nd inning. He's 0 for 1.
Brings up third baseman number 4, Jonathan.
In other conference games, Wisconsin Rapids up 4-1 on Marshfield, top half inning number 4. There's 0-1 on Trelka. Big River softball, 12-0 bottom 3. Chippewa Falls up on Eau Claire Memorial. Fly ball, and that's going to drop in front of the fielder, then kick away. Trelka's going to turn and burn. He's on his way to 2nd. The throw's coming in there. He's going to bounce in there late. He's going to reach, and he is down. I think they just knocked the wind out. It's going to be a single and an E7. And he's good to go. Just had the wind knocked out for a second. Updates well in softball, 8-1, 8-2. Wisconsin Rapids up on Marshfield, bottom half of the 3rd.
Brings up the first baseman, Darren Rapsky.
Columbus Catholic up on Gilman, 10-2. That's Cloverbelt baseball. Big one in Merrillwood as well. We'll have after this pitch. That's in the dirt to Grabsky. Grabsky an RBI single back in the 2nd. 1-1 Marathon Auburndale in this bottom of the 6th. That one's in there. It's a called strike. 1-1. Panther first baseman. Stratford baseball up 1-0 on Edgar in the 6th. And earlier we had softball action. TC Everson, Wausau East. Get you a final there. We'll see Everest softball tomorrow. So they host SPASH. 11-0. Everest got the win there. That one up. High level fastball. 2 balls and a strike. With 2 outs on Grabsky. Trelka the runner on 2nd. Tying run here in the top of the 4th. That one way high and tight. Count goes to 3-1. Teskey looking to work out of a little bit of trouble. Had the single in the air. Fastball blown by him. The count runs full. 3-2 now. On Grabsky, Marshke on deck. Approaching the halfway mark of this ball game. And he gets the swing and a miss. Another couple of strikeouts. A hit in an air with a runner left through 3.5. We're halfway through this one. Score 3-2 Wausau West on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
The auto service specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Bottom half of inning number 4 here on Zaleski Sports. 3-2. Wausau West on top. It'll be 8-9-1. Landreth, Sillers, and Claudy here in the 4th against Shizik back out there. Might as well, they can find a great variety of breakfast options at the Rock and Roll Cafe, as that's chopped fowl. Breakfast, lunch, Friday fish fry, service with a smile. It's open daily for breakfast and lunch only on Stanley Street over in Stevens Point. Little cue shot foul down the first base line. That's the one thing as well that, Ryan, we were talking between innings during about a turf field. You're ever going to get a bad hop? Also means you're not going to get a cue shot foul. It's probably going to roll back fair. And that's not going to hit a lip of the grass or dirt and kick back and really mess with the hitters. There's a swing and a miss. Escove's got to throw to first to secure it. He does. And there is the 4th Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout of the day for Joe Shizik. One down now for Sillers.
Number 33, Ethan Sillers.
He flew out to deep right back in the 3rd inning in a ball that just carried and carried and carried. And it's a high chopper up the middle, charging Roth. Off balance, throw in time. That's out number 2. Couple of quick outs for Shizik, who was looking for a shutdown inning. And it goes back to the top of the order. Travis Claudy, who's reached twice. He's 1 for 1, a walk, a single. And Cohen Bryant has scored a run for him. Might as well the coach of Wisconsin's forever tie to life on the farm to bring the family for a visit to Feltz's Dairy Store in Stevens Point. There's a strike. Cheeses, dairy products, local meats, seasonal decor, and so much more. It's Feltz's Dairy Store with the 3 main F's: food, family, and fun. It's like Thanksgiving. Swing and a miss. Shizik looking in, works out of the stretch, sets at the letters. That one spikes in there, knocked by Neskoviak. So 1-2 now, the count on Claudy. It's always fun to see how the Valley schedule's set up. The 2 teams play twice in 3 days. It's good to see how each team adjusts their pitching. If you have a good one, too, do you maybe throw the 2 on Tuesday and save the 1 for Thursday? It's a lot of decisions for a coach to have. It's 2-2. We'll see how things look on Thursday for these 2 teams. Ground ball to short. Roth steps, throws, and dug out by Grafsky to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Warriors, and through 4 complete, they still lead it 3-2 on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
In every department at Dahl Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dahl Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dahl Auto, simple.
We move to the fifth. A 3-2 ball game. Wausau West on top. As well for our friends at Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. Michael in here with Ryan Rasmussen on the production side of things. It'll be 9-1-2 for SPASH against Teske. Marschke, Sager, and Beekler. Again, for those of you keeping track, SPASH got single runs in the second and third. Wausau West answered with a big 3-run third, buoyed by Teske's 2-run single. All the damage done with 2 outs as well in that bottom of the third.
The Panthers off at the top of the 5th inning.
So here's Marschke.
He's
called out on strikes his first time up. Pops that one straight back and out of play. Sound like he got the walkway. 0-1. Now that we've gotten a little bit of wind and it's a little bit later in the evening, it's a beautiful day. Here's a ground ball into left field. That's going to be a leadoff single for Marschke. It's turned into now a beautiful evening.
Brings up the center fielder number 16, Kason Sager.
So here comes Kason Sager. He's had a couple of strikeouts today. We'll see if he maybe thinks about dropping down a bunt with that tying run now at first. Good speed on both sides. Throw over. Marschke's in there. SPASH 2 runs on 3 hits. 2 runs, 4 hits, I should say. As that's in there for a strike. Teske with 7 strikeouts through 3+ innings. Only inning they did have multiple was the second. Throw over. Good move, but Marschke's back in. Nothing in 1 on Sager. Marschke leaning back toward first. That one well up and away. 1-1. Looks like bullpen is active for SPASH. That one inside almost got him. 2-1. Sager was our highlight house player of the game in the doubleheader over at Chippewa Falls on Saturday. A split between the two teams. That one fouled back now, 2-2. On Sager. Throw over, and once again, Marschke is back in there with the dive. Remember, no matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered at the best prices guaranteed. So whether it's auto, pet, bird, farm, snacks, Fleet Farm has everything you need, all at the lowest prices. That one, oh, it's a bit high, and it's 3-2. Might have been a strike on Jaden Z, 6'11". The 3-2. Swing and a miss. Sager out on strikes for the 3rd time today. 8th strikeout for Teske. Now 1 out for Beekler. 0 for 2.
Center fielder.
Strikeout and a ground out today.
Baseman number 8, Zach Beekler.
Marschke, the runner at first. If we can get a jump, this might be the chance to go with the left-hander up. Throw over, and again, Marshke is back in there. Teske does a really good job towing that perfect line to keep his balance without going home. And the first one's in there for a strike on Beekler. It's really, if you're a left-hander learning how to pick-off move, you probably watch the tape of Teske. It is a textbook move for a left-hander to first. Foul tip into the mid, hung on to by Claudia. 0-2 now from the Panthers' second baseman. Tying run over at first with Marshke had the leadoff single. Misses high and away. Had a flinch, but no swing. Throw over, Marshke back in there. Praise well if the Dahl Automotive in Stevens Point, they have over 1,300 vehicles, but they want more. They'll offer an extra $500 over book value for your trade-in. Shop DahlAuto.com for the best selection in the area, or stop in to see them. A Dahl Honda just off Stanley Street, Dahl Chrysler Highway 10 East. In Stevens Point, that popped up sky high on the infield. Eiffel Donald waves everybody off to make the catch. His hands went up and everyone scattered. Gave him plenty of room to make that play. So 2 outs now for Roth. Calvin 0 for 1, a fly out to center, a walk, and then in one of the craziest plays I've seen this year, stole a base and came around to score after the throw from center field hit him. Throw over, and again, Marshke's back in there. No disengagement rule in WIAA baseball. You can throw over as many times as you want. That one up and away on Roth. The runner's going on a delayed steal. The throw is in time. They got him at second. No. Late ruling is safe as the ball got away. The throw beat him, but on the tag, it popped out of the glove. Stolen base for Marshke. Umpire had ruled out, realized that he didn't have the baseball. Now tying run. And Roth turns on one high fly ball to left foul territory. Still hooking. And bobbled. And he did not make the play and left. He had it in the glove, hit the fence, bobbled it, and couldn't quite hang on and corral it. Great effort by Schindler as Roth gave that one a ride. And 320 down the line. It's a pretty good-sized ballpark. That one jammed foul down the right field line. Ball in 2 strikes on Roth. Tying run over at second here at the top of the 5th. Smash out their number 300 up, trying to get him through. Ground ball to second. The short throw in plenty of time, and the inning is over. Panthers get a leadoff hit. He stays at second base. And after 4.5, it's 3-2 Wausau West on Zaleski Sports, presented by Huff Favor Real Estate Group.
Shuda Funeral Home in Stevens Point and Plover is your local, family-owned and operated funeral home, providing families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable services when you need it most. The loss of a loved one is a difficult fact of life that Shuda Funeral Home will ensure you won't have to face alone. Shuda Funeral Home will guide you through the process from in-person visitations to creating obituaries and tributes. Pre-planning can also be a great way to ease these topics for your family. Learn more at shudafuneral.com or bring your questions and stop in.
After a couple years of this, it's time for more money, more opportunity,
That's where Midstate Technical College comes in. Got a passion for helping people? Maybe you like cars. Are you into science? Are you good with computers? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. Stop getting by and level up today.
Bottom half inning number 5. Wausau West hanging on to a 3-2 lead. That big 3-run third standing up so far. Shizik back out there for another inning. Bullpen was getting loose for Spash during the top half of the inning. It's going to be 2, 3, and 4 for Wausau West. Schindler, Gravine, and Eifeldano. Reminder as well that Maida Custom Apparel specializes in providing quality decorated apparel, including from corporate casual, team uniforms, and promotional items to sporting goods and awards. Find just what you need to keep you looking great. Learn more, MADAcustom.com. First one up at the letters, ball 1.
Batting for the Warriors, Ryder Schindler.
Ryder Schindler, 1 for 2, single back in the first on a bunt. Crash into the fence a couple minutes ago. Showed off his speed, almost made a great play. He's now up in the count, 2-0. Shizik trying to get through 5. There's a fly ball into left. Washington got a late jump. He's not going to get there. And it'll be a leadoff single for Schindler. He's on base for the second time. He's got a couple of base hits. That'll bring up Joe Gravine. Gravine 1 for 2, singled and scored back in the third.
Number 1, Joe Gravine.
Got an infield single. Roth was able to get to it, but the long throw wasn't in time. Gravine hustling down the line. Again, that started that big 2-out rally. That infield hit. He squares and bunts a perfect bunt down the line. Only play is first. Sacrifice successful. For out number 1. 1 down now, runner in scoring position for Tony Eifeldano. Let's Shuda Funeral Services in Stevens Point and Plover. Here to help you with all of your funeral needs with 2 convenient locations and a personal local touch. Let their experienced staff serve your family and learn more at ShudaFuneral.com. Again, that is ShudaFuneral.com. Schindler, the runner at second, 1 out. Bullpen starting to activate for Wausau West. Right-hander getting loose. That's one line into the left center, long run over. That's going to drop in front of Sager. Throw's going to go into second, and they'll be at the corners for Teskey. Sager thought about diving for a split second. He thought about it. May also realize that if he doesn't get it, Eifeldano's probably circling the bases.
Brings up the pitcher, number 12, Ty Teskey.
So here is Teskey. Also getting loose, looked like Miles Halbert was throwing in the pen. So first and third, do we see the first and third play? Not yet. That one slicing foul left field side. Washington, he's not going to get that thing. Just wind took that one. That's strike 1. Shizik looking pop up ground ball to right an infielder or strikeout. Those are his 3 primary options right now. Trying to get out of this inning. Teskey has been the player of the game so far. A 2-run single his last time. And it's 0-2. Give you guys a quick look at the other Valley game we have today. Rapids up 4-1 on Marshfield, top of the 5th. That one down and away. Didn't get the chase. Softball action. Rapids 8-4 over Marshfield. That game in the 4th. Ground ball in the hole. That'll get the job done. As in the left field, an RBI single for Ty Teske. He's having himself a ball game, 3 RBIs on the day. And I think that's going to be the end of the line for Joe Shizik. Coach Craig Terpstra is out there. We'll see if he makes the call. And he will. The call to the bullpen has been made. And it looks like might be Grabsky. We'll step aside, get you the changes when we return on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Bottom of the 5th continues, and Darren Grabsky is going to come in out of the bullpen and pitch. Shizik will go over to first. They'll just trade spots. DH will stay on. But Grabsky now will come in relief with 2 on and 1 out. He'll face Waldvogel to lead things off. Result, today's game is brought to you by Blinds and Designs by Kelly, Premier Auto Body, Dahl Automotive, Stevens Point Brewery, Lee Ayers Jewelers, Point Heating and Cooling, and Portesi Pizza. And again, stay tuned all week long. I'll be on your airwaves. Tomorrow I'll be in Schofield, DC Everson SPASH softball. The undefeated Evergreen staying strong.
Now batting the center field.
Picked up a dominating win over Rapids yesterday. Then Thursday, these 2 teams will rematch. We'll be there again right now scheduled at Buchholz Park, and then SPASH and Lacrosse Central, the doubleheader on Friday. So Grabsky will work out of the stretch. Waldvogel today, 0 for 2. And he bunts and fouls it away. Waldvogel struck out in the 2nd, reached on an error back in the 3rd. Grabsky, who thrived as a reliever last summer in Legion Ball. Flips up a breaking ball and misses high and outside. It's 1-1. Cappett's over at first base running for Teske. Eifeldano at 2nd. And he's extending that lead a bit more. And time called late by Waldvogel. Of course, these 2 teams, longtime rivals in the Wisconsin Valley in pretty much every sport. That one will miss up. 2 balls and a strike. Slide step, popped up, foul, first base side, now to play over the press box. And 2-2 now the counts. The Warriors center fielder. Breaking ball knocked down by Neskoviak, holds the runners. And the count runs full, 3-2. Grabsky sets. Looks back. The 3-2. Misses high and the bases are loaded. Bases loaded, one out.
Number 15, Keegan Cruzan.
As Keegan Cruzan will hit. He's grounded out twice. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded out to each of the corners. Once to third, once to first. There's that one a miss. Ball one. His infield is in for SPASH. 2-run lead for Wausau West, trying to add on here, break this one open a bit. And SPASH single tallies in the second and third. West with 3 in the third and 1 currently here in the fifth. But a big threat here with the bases loaded. That one's in there, taken all the way. Cruzan 1-1. Again, infield is in at the green part of the turf. Swung on and missed. A huge cut. I think he was aiming for that red SUV in the left field. 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Grabsky gets his first Surf Pro. Jamie Wenzel's strikeout of the day. That's a big out, number 2. Here comes Dylan Landreth.
Baseman number 7, Dylan Landreth.
He has struck out twice, once looking, once swinging.
And be number 6, Marshall Helke, pinch hitting.
So actually, you have a pinch hitter, Marshall Helke.
Let's go, Marshall.
First one will miss up with a fastball, and it's 1-0. Thank you all for joining us wherever you may be, coast to coast around the world, and if possible, other planets. That's right, I'm talking to you, Mars Rover. Hopefully you're watching the game as there's a swing and a miss. 1-1. And Marshall Helke. Junior utility man. There's a line drive into left. That's going to be down. That's a base hit. That'll bring in 1. The windmill is on. The throw is going to be cut off. It's a 2-run pinch hit single for Helke. That'll close the book. On Shezzy gave up 6 runs in 5 1/3. 6 runs, 5 earned, as here is Sillers. Fly out to deep right and a ground out to short today. 3 runs in the third, 3 in the fifth. Breaking ball flips up and misses, ball 1. 8th hitter of the inning for Wausau West. So lob back to second and diving back in. There's Waldvogel. Going back to the phone. Waldvogel, he's got good speed. Ground ball to short. Roth will take the easy out at second, and the inning is over. But 8 men come to the plate. 3 of them come across to score. And it is now 6-2. Wausau West on top through 5 complete on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
We head to the 6th, a 4-run lead for the Wausau West Warriors, 6-2, 3 runs in the 3rd, 3 runs in the 5th. Teske back out there to start the 6th. Then if Hobart warming in the bullpen, he will face the heart of the order, 4, 5, 6 for SPASH, Neskoviak, Karalunas, and Washington.
Number 12, Adam Neskoviak.
Teske with 8 strikeouts through 5, as the first one is fouled away by Neskoviak. He's 1 for 2, a single, a strikeout. Yankee, who was his courtesy runner, scored a run. That one will miss up. 1-1. The SPASH catcher. That one low. The 2-1 will miss up. Now 3 balls and a strike. SPASH 6 outs to work with to try and get 4 runs. And that one's in there, and a counter run full, 3-2. Ground ball down the line, a fair ball. Played by Schindler, and Neskoviak is coming up, hobbling a bit, holding his left hamstring. And hoping he's going to be all right. He's caught a lot of games as he will hobble off. Yankee will take his spot as the courtesy runner.
Courtesy runner number 7, Grant Yankee.
So here's Coy Karalunas, 0 for 2, a fly out and a strikeout.
Now batting Roy Carolinas.
Long look over at first. There's a ground ball. What a pick on the short hop. 5, 4. There will be no return. It's going to be late, and it's thrown away. Karalunas on his way to second, and he will stop there. Fielder's choice in an E4. That was an incredible play over at third by Landreth to pick that on the short hop. Coach Albee out there. And Teske staying in, good to go. Schindler in left field, sitting down, getting his shoe tied.
Fielder number 18, Willie Washington.
It's runner on second, 1 down for Washington. A walk and a ground out today. And that one in there for a strike. That one will miss up. 1-1. Ryan, runner on second. Two balls and a strike. Spash got to find a way to get this runner across. Back within 3, and that one fouled straight back. So 2-2 now on Willie Washington. Popped him up. Foul territory, first base side. Gravine ranging over, still ranging over. This makes a sliding catch. Runner's going to tag, and he's going to be in there. He almost overslid the bag, and he's able to hang on. Is Carolinus, but that's out number 2. Teskey, 93 pitches. He'll face Trelka, 1 for 2, a single back in the 4th.
Brings up Jonathan Trelka.
A little bit of pressure on Clotty to block everything with the runner on third, and he pops him up on the first pitch. Behind second base, Halbert makes the call and the catch for out number 3. Spash gets a hit. They leave a runner, and we threw 5.5. 6-2 Wausau West on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun. Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Phelps Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Phelps Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
Pitching change for Spash going to the 7th. Owen Mansavage is in the game. He's in for Shizik. Grabsky goes back to first. Mansavage, the senior. He'll face the top of the order. We're going to put up a 0 and give Spash a chance in the 7th, down 4. For the Spash Panthers through 6 innings. 2 runs on 5 hits. An error. 5 left on. Six runs for West. On 9 hits, 3 errors, and 6 left. So again, 6 runs, 9 hits, 3 errors, 6 left. 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error, 5 left for Spash. So Mansavage in, he'll face Clotty, Schindler, and Gravine.
Leading off the Warriors in the bottom.
Puts up a 0 for Spash. They will have Grabsky, Marschke, and Sager in the 7th against what looks like will be probably Bryce Haubert. Or Miles Haubert, apologies. I was thinking Bryce Harper for a second, but he doesn't pitch. That one popped up behind. Mansavage takes it himself in foul ground. Calls off his own catcher. Bold strategy, Cotton. I mean, it's take it from a catcher. It's a tough play straight up for a catcher. get the mask off, you got to find it straight up in the air and clear skies. Savage called it right away and makes the play. So 1 out for Schindler, who's 2 for 3. He scored a run as he takes ball 1. That's in there. Lively fastball, 1-1. Ground ball to second up the middle and past a diving Beekler. And Schindler's got a 3-hit day. Ryder 3 for 4. So here comes Joe Gravine. He is 1 for 2, a single and a run scored back in the third. Dropped down to sacrifices last time. Again, game moving at a pretty good pace, though. About a little under 100 minutes here in the bottom of the 6th. That one will miss. That one fouled right off of Noskowiak. 1-1. Savage working out of the stretch, a slide step, and he flips one in there, almost like a little bit of a cutter. It's 1-2. Definitely wasn't that four-seam fastball. 1-2. Hard ground ball to third. Trelka, Beekler, and picked by Grafsky. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3. Took it out of the inning. No runs on a hit and nobody left. We go to the 7th. SPASH needs 4 runs to keep this game going with 8, 9, and 1 coming up on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate Group.
Ski's Meat Market is your locally owned premier meat market filled with so many delicious favorites featuring hundreds of varieties of bratwurst, chicken, pork, steak, and so much more. No matter what you're looking for, everything you'll find at Ski's Meat Market is always fresh with so many local gems including pizzas, salsas, deli meats, and a variety of homemade dips, pasta salads, veggies, loaded baked potatoes, and drinks. Ski's is a one-stop shop for all your culinary needs. They're always adding new flavors and specialty products. Ski's Meat Market on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. Their quality is worth the stop.
Hello, it's Mayor Lois T-Strake asking you to join us for Marshfield's Dairy Fest. Dairy, great time. The fun starts with me on Friday, May 30th at the Mayor's Breakfast, 5:30 to 9:30 a.m. At 5 p.m., head to Columbia Park for family-friendly entertainment, and later join free live music at the Wenzel Family Plaza. Saturday, May 31st, the parade starts at 11 o'clock, and Wenzel Family Plaza will host fun activities. In the afternoon, the Pie and Ice Cream Social is at the Upham Mansion, and Nuts Deep 2 will be hosting an outdoor beer garden with live music. For more information, go to visitmarshfield.com.
Top of the 7th we go. Last chance for the SPASH Panthers. Teske will start the inning facing Grabsky.
Batting number 15, Darren Grabsky.
His first one is in there for a called strike. Grabsky today an RBI single back in the second. He struck out back in the fourth. That was pitch 95 for Teske. That one will miss down. 1-1. And Miles Harbert was getting loose. I think he'd be the one they would call in to close the game. That one will miss up. 2-1. Half swing on the high fastball, and he went around. Again, high fastball, toughest pitch to lay off in baseball, always. It looks like a softball out of the hand, and it just never comes back into the zone. Swing and a miss. Out on strikes. And that's number 9 for Teskey today. And I think that'll be the end of the line for the left-hander. And what a game it was for Teskey. 6 1/3. 5 hits, 2 runs. One earned. Two walks, 9 strikeouts. And looking at the Wausau West game change, they have it 99, so I think he can do one more batter. So he will get Marschke.
Brings
Some
Braden Marschke.
jockeying about what the actual pitch count was. And number 100 is in for a strike on Braden Marschke. Marschke 1 for 2, singled back in the 5th. That one changed speeds down and away and got the chase. It's 0-2. That one golfed foul. I don't know, from this angle, it's tough to tell to read the spin from a left hand. I don't know if that's a changeup or a slider, but it is nasty. Teskey working quick, the 0-2 once again. And that one, he went right back to it, gets the swing and a miss, and he's going to end his day with his 10th strikeout.
That is 100 pitches, over 100 for Ty Teskey.
103 for Teskey. 6 2/3, 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts for the left-hander. Ryan, I'll ask you, are we through all of our commercials? And we'll keep things here then for the rest of this inning, as we'll turn it over to the significantly more skyscraping right-hander, junior Miles Hubbard. Looking for one more out. Spash has to get Niskoviak to the plate. Otherwise, this game will be over. The junior will get loose. As he will face Kaysen Sager. Sager 0 for 3 today. Sager very glad Teskey is not pitching anymore. He had the hat trick against him. Again, that's always also the fun thing of the way this schedule is there's no time to put past feelings beside. These two teams meet in 2 days. You get your scouting done for that game and get ready. Next time it's at Buchholz. Right on the river. So again, Sager, Beekler, and Roth all need to reach. Niskoviak has to get to the plate to keep this game going, to have a chance at keeping this game going. Ty Teskey, obviously right now our runaway Highlight House player of the game so far, barring a comeback.
Brings up center fielder number 16.
So here's Sager.
Sager.
And Sager over 3 strikeouts against Teskey.
Pitching forward. Miles Hubbard.
There's Hubbard. His first official pitch is low, ball 1. Again, 6 2/3 for Teskey. So he goes over to first. 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Two and 1. Working out of the windup. That one spikes in there. It's 3-1. And SPASH looking to get a 2-out rally going. There's a low strike, and its count runs full. SPASH down to their final strike. The 3-2. Ground ball to first. Teske is there. He'll take it himself. And Wausau West takes the first game of this 2-game series this week. Your final score, 6-2 Warriors. Ty Teske will get the win and is our Highlight House player of the game. Stay tuned. Your Nasonville Dairy post-game show is on the way next on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Back here with your Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Ryan checking our levels here, see if we got to turn things up or not as we get set with your post-game coverage here as Wausau West a 6-2 victory over Stevens Point here in Wisconsin Valley Conference Baseball. A great performance from Ty Teske. 6 2/3, 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 2 walks, 10 strikeouts. Also a couple of hits, 3 runs batted in at the plate. Without a doubt, our Highlight House player of the game today. We'll have Coach Albee joining us in a couple of moments along with Ty Teske for our post-game coverage. You hear Mike Wellen here with Ryan Rasmussen, and glad to have you guys with us. As we're not done, though. We're back in Stevens Point on Thursday. This rematch between these two teams going head-to-head in conference play. But now this win, though, does throw a wrench a bit into the conference race. DC Everest leads the way. But now a whole logjam in that battle for second. Just a game separates these two teams now. Wisconsin Rapids in there. Wausau East in there. Everyone chasing down DC Everest, though, and that's going to be a fun one coming up throughout the rest of this season. So as we wait for them to head over here, and again, we'll get our post-game interviews started. I can see them walking over with our awesome concession stand backdrop. And I gotta say as well, credit to Wausau West. It's an awesome facility, an awesome field. One of the best in the state, bar none. As Ryan almost has our camera knock over for a second with the wind picking up. Sounds good. Coach, I will just go to you first while we wait for Tyus. Talk about his performance in this one. I mean, coming in, throwing strikes, and really that first inning kind of set a tone.
Yeah, Ty's a reliable pitcher, but he's actually been struggling a little bit this year, getting deeper in counts than we really like, but still battles every pitch, does the things we ask him to do, competes every time, and you know, he makes batters work, and he's doing a great job for us. And tonight was a great example of how he can pitch.
Absolutely. And then the other side, the defensively, obviously a couple hiccups in the middle innings, but when the game needed it, you guys made some big plays. Obviously, the big play at third, the start of the fielder's choice, some big plays in the outfield. Talk about the team bouncing back defensively.
Yeah, we've been playing okay defense. We've had some ups and downs, but it seems like we've had some timely mistakes. And today, that didn't bite us really. We were able to make the plays when we needed to, get out of some situations that could have been bad, and that hadn't been happening. So tonight, we did the job we needed to on defense as well.
And then offensively, that big three on third, obviously his single keys it. How worried were you that ball was caught for a split second?
A little bit, but I saw it down, and we were moving runners, so that was awesome. It was great.
And then what is it like now with the way the conference schedules games? You play the same team twice in 3 days. How is it like as a coach getting ready now, keeping the guys up, keeping them ready now going into Thursday?
We just talked about it. You know, we enjoy this win, but we got to get back to work tomorrow, and we got to get better at some things. There are some things that we didn't do as great as we need to tonight, and we got to get to work on that tomorrow and bounce back and be ready.
Absolutely, Coach. Great job tonight. Good luck. We're going to see you on Thursday.
All right.
Ty Teske, our highest player of the game, is going to join us. 6 2/3, 10 strikeouts, 3 RBIs at the plate. I guess talk about yourself on the mound. I guess Coach said you kind of found your zone today. I guess what were you seeing out there to try and settle things in?
Yeah, it was just start of the year. It's been a little rough. Trying to pick it up. I felt like today found my stuff. Just felt good.
And then especially it seemed like that off-speed pitch down and away was your big thing, I guess. How have you been finding that? I don't know if it's a changeup or a slider or what it is, but I guess how have you been kind of finding your way with that?
That started to come around like early this season. I just started playing around with it in the off-season. Finally found a grip, and it's just been working for me.
And then at the plate, you have the big swing of the game, that 2-run single back in the 30th. What was your feeling coming off the bat? And they're really kind of now you guys have a lead, and you're not going to let it go.
It felt great. It did. I just saw a fastball up, put a swing on it, got a hit.
And then as well for you guys, what was it like to get this win, get back in the thick of this conference race, and get some momentum going your side, knowing you're going to see these guys again in 2 days?
It felt really good. I think we just got to prepare for Thursday and just be ready. Celebrate tonight, but got to get back to it tomorrow.
Absolutely. So we're going to do one last thing. I'm going to give you the microphone. I'm getting out of the way. I'll count you in from 3 and go, I'm Ty Teske and I'm in the house. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
I'm Ty Teske and I'm in the house.
Great job, Ty. Good luck. We'll see you Thursday.
Thank you.
Ty Teske, your highest player of the game. Again, 6 2/3, 10 strikeouts, 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. Also 3 RBIs at the plate. With that being said, as the wind picks up, we're going to sign things off here. One more time, your final score, 6-2, Wausau West winners over Stevens Point. Stay tuned again. Back in action tomorrow. SPASH softball against DC Everest. These two teams back at it on Thursday night. And we'll have that one here on Zaleski Sports as well. That being said, for Ryan Rasmussen, this is Mike Wellen saying so long with your Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Again, get those fresh cheese curds made daily at Marshfield Curtis and NasonvilleDairy.com. From all of us here at Zaleski Sports, stay cool, stay safe. We'll talk to you next time, and good night.